How we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Arsenal against Porto, Champions League second leg. Do I even need to say how huge this game is? It's massive, monumental, humongous, whatever you want to call it. It's big. And listen, we're 1-0 down from the first leg. We know that. And to be quite honest with you, we know what to expect. We know how Porto are going to play. If the first leg is anything to go by, then that's exactly how they will set up at the Emirates. They will have a low block. They will try all of the tactics you can think of. They will roll around everywhere. They will dive. They will feign injury. They will do everything. And what we need to do is be patient. And I'm telling you, we need to be very patient. This might not be one of those games where it's going our way in that first half. First 30 minutes, if we don't get a goal. What we don't need is to hear that kind of nerves in the crowd. Because it then transpires over to the players and it ends up like, come on, man. We need to be on it 100%. And just be patient. The goals will come tonight. I'm adamant of it. But we need to just take our time. If we get a goal early, opening 15 minutes, then that is perfect. Because Porto's game plan will have to change slightly. They will have to look at it and say, right, can we defend for another, 90 odd minutes if you include extra time and everything else to get to penalties? Remember, away goals don't count. So if Porto were to score, for example, our objective does not change. We need to score 2 goals tonight. If they score, we still need to score 2 goals tonight. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, we just need to, as I keep stressing, be patient, relax, play our game. I do feel that the Emirates is going to be an atmosphere that we've never heard before. In the Premier League, we've sorted it out. Over the last couple of years, we have, eradicated that myth that the Emirates is a library and everything else. It's one of the best grounds to go to in the Premier League. And as the opposition, it's one of the worst grounds to go to in the Premier League because of the atmosphere and the energy that it brings and gives to the players. And the players have said it. That there's times where they feel tired and they feel like they just can't get a goal or back in the game or whatever it might be. And then the crowd give them that lift, that boost. And they go and do what they need to do. That's how important it is. We've all sat here before and spoke about Liverpool, Anfield, Champions League nights and how different it is and everything. We need to create our own atmosphere in a similar way. It's going to take years, don't get me wrong, for it to get a reputation in Champions League football. But that's what we need to start doing, starting from tonight. We need the rest of Europe to look and go, I really want to go and play at the Emirates, man. That looks a tough place to go. Not just because of what they're doing on the pitch, but off it. It's difficult. There were loads of times when I've gone to European games and the team we're playing and I'm like, oh, mate, this is going to be tough because we know what the ground's like. We knew what Nou Camp was always like. I've known what the Bernabeu is always like. I know what the Allianz Arena's like. It's horrible places to go when everybody is on it. So that's what I'm trying to say. We need to replicate that with everybody on it. And then we get the result, go through to the quarterfinals. And like I said, nobody will want to play us. We're not one of the sides in the quarterfinals where everyone goes, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting them. I wouldn't mind them. It ain't. Everybody will want to miss, I'm looking at the possible quarterfinals are. There's no real team in there that you're looking at and going, Bayern Munich are not the Bayern Munich they used to be. But at the same time, you wouldn't really want to face them because they're dangerous when they got the likes of Harry Kane and that. Real Madrid didn't do really well in the last round and kind of got themselves over the line. But you don't want to play them because it's Real Madrid. Man City, you don't want to play them. You get what I'm saying? So listen, tonight it's just going to be massive. I don't even want to think about next round or anything. We need to go and get the job done tonight. If we don't get the job done, it will be an absolute failure that we've been given a tie like Porto, and no disrespect to them, but we should be beating them. You know, we should, even be going back to the Emirates tonight with a 0-0. But then we conceded that silly goal right at the end. You're looking at Porto's results since that first leg. They drew immediately after against Vicente, I believe it's pronounced. They won 2-1 against Santa Clara. Big result, this one. They beat Benfica 5-0. Now, I know that Benfica had a player sent off, Otamendi. What a surprise. But Porto were already 3-0 ahead at the point when they scored. And then they won last time out 3-0, and they actually played a day before. They played on a Friday night. So they've had an extra day's rest in what looks like quite an easy game. Still sit third in the table. Still 7 points off top. And they have played a game more. They're still 6 points behind Benfica. Shows how far they've been behind from the beginning. But yeah, listen, defensively, it's where they seem strong. Only 17 goals conceded in the league. And we're going to have to breach that tonight, because we couldn't in the first leg. We was dreadful. The way we played, it was just crap. All round crap. But listen, let's just go out there and enjoy it and get the football done and play and win. And I feel we will do that. I feel we will get the result we need. But yeah, team lineup is going to be important. Hearing that Martinelli's not going to be playing. So with that said, this is what I'm going to go with. In goal, David Raya. Do I need to say why? Very simple. He comes back straight into the side. Right back, Ben White. Been superb of late, and it's a very straightforward one. Right centre-back, William Saliba. Again, don't need to explain why. Left centre-back, Gabriel. Simple. Don't need to explain why. Left back, I'm bringing Zinchenko back into the side for this. Now, if you understand football and you understand the way that Porto are going to play, Zinchenko will be key to being another man in there, in the midfield area, find the pockets, get the space, and do things that Kirior just can't do. He's been great in the absence of Zinchenko. But for this, Zinchenko comes in. Even when you look at the Brentford game on Saturday, when Zinchenko come on, that final 10-15 minutes, we started to be more on the front foot. We were finding little pockets and spaces. It's because of him. He's very, very important. So that's why he plays this game. Sitting in front, Jorginho, he keeps his place. I don't think Thomas Partey has played enough minutes at all to warrant a start or anything. And I think it's a very straightforward one. Him and Zinchenko in that middle area, working together. Perfect players to just find those pockets and to build a momentum and get us on the front foot. On the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka, again, a very straightforward one. Need him on his game tonight. He wasn't in Porto, needs to step up. Next to him, Martin Odegaard. Again, a player that really has to step up tonight and show what he's all about. Alongside him, Declan Rice, goes without saying. He's been immense all season, and it's a very straightforward one. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Gabriel Jesus. Not Trossard for me. When he starts games, he's just not done enough. He seems more of a impact when he comes on as a sub, and he can be that impact player. From the start, and his performance on Saturday doesn't warrant it. For me, Gabriel Jesus, because he brings another option, something different. He looked a lot sharper on Saturday, and his record in the Champions League this season is phenomenal. He starts for me. Up front, as the main striker, false nine, it's not a rigid position. Kai Havertz. Very, very simple. I think the interlinking between him and Gabriel Jesus could be very, very good and very crucial for tonight. So it's very straightforward for me why I picked him. So listen, there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. Let me know what you think about that lineup. I think that is a very, very strong 11. And it's more than capable of getting the job done. We'll have a strong bench and the likes of Thomas Partey and whatnot that could come on at certain moments in the game. And yeah, listen, that's what I would go with. So let me know. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. And I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.